think we're live. I think we're good.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I don't see that we're live.
I don't either.
Okay, hold on. Just give it a second.
Refresh.
Refresh.
Just like I need to do my deodorant.
See, we're there. It's there.
Are you sure? It is.
There we go.
So Gracie.
Okay, so it broadcasted the whole thing of us losing it, saying, refresh it, just refresh it. All right. So while we get past that slight existential crisis, this is Quaran-Time with Quaran-Teens. We're gonna hang out for a couple minutes and wait for some more people to join us. So we have a little bit of a question for you guys that are here with us today, who we will introduce in a few minutes. And that question is, I lost.
That question is?
That question is, this is Quaran-Time with Quaran-Teens. We're gonna hang. Where did it go?
If you have the live stream playing, make sure you lower the volume.
It's really weird. It's really like weirding me out to see myself right there.
Oh, I know.
And it's like 5 seconds
30
later.
seconds behind.
All right, I've got the question because Gracie lost it. Here is the question, everybody. The question is, if you can be any character from a TV show, what would you be and why? This is like kind of hard because I don't have mine and I had this question already and I still don't know yet. So think away. Again, if you could be any character from a TV show, who would you be? In the comments, let us know. Who would you be if you could be any character from a TV show? Go. Lauren, do you need to mute the
You gotta turn your YouTube volume down.
Yeah,
All the
there
way
we go.
down.
All right, who wants to go first? Who's got something?
All right, I got it.
Let's hear it.
I would be. See, I have a 6-year-old sister, so I was thinking kids shows. First of all, Sophia the
me
First
too.
from Sophia the First, obviously, because she has magical powers and she's a princess and she's just pretty awesome. So I would want to be her.
She rules her kingdoms well, from what I've seen.
Exactly. She's just a
got
great
lot of
person.
integrity.
Mhm.
I'm with it.
Chan says that he would be Dwight from The Office.
Who's surprised about that?
Classic. Also, I am unsure who Gregory is. So I don't know who that is. We don't have that.
I don't know who that is.
We don't have any Gregorys.
No. What about you, Lauren? Do you have your answer yet? Who from a TV show would you be?
I don't know.
Great answer. Great. Mr. Truck Driver, we're gonna give Lauren some time. Mr. Truck Driver, who would you be? Do you have an answer?
Yeah, I do. So there was this TV show called My Name's Earl, and I think he was a cool guy. And I kind of liked how he dressed and how he talked and stuff. So I'd be Earl. Now, I know someone out there is thinking someone else, but that's my cousin. We'll forget about him. But my name's Earl.
Okay, you would be Earl from...
I'd be Earl from My Name's Earl's the name of the show. Didn't I say that? Was I not clear?
I'm not familiar with that show. Ada, do you know that show? I feel like you would know that show.
Surprisingly, I don't.
Well, you know, it is a little older and I know our audience is a little younger than me, but it was a great show in the early 2000s. Look it up.
Up the early 2000s.
Okay.
Lauren, do you have your answer? Okay.
Yes. I would want to be Mr. Ed from Ed the Talking Horse because I love that show and he's my favorite character.
That's fantastic. I love that.
I've never seen that show. Have you seen Gracie? Have you seen it?
Yeah.
Have you seen Gracie? Have you seen it, Gracie?
I have seen it, Gracie. The wonderful Mr. Ed. He's a talking and singing horse.
Hey, by the way, I was eating dinner. Do I have something stuck in my tooth?
No, I think you're good.
All right, thank you.
No, I think you just got the tooth.
All right, just checking.
Gracie, do you have your answer? I'm honestly stalling because I still don't know my answer.
I I do. You're gonna be disappointed though, because it's not a TV show; it's a movie. And anybody who's ever heard me talk about this movie is gonna get it immediately. So it's Spirit, Stallion of the Cimarron. It's my favorite movie. It's so good. I would be Spirit. He's a wild.
Have you guys seen Spirit?
The original.
Yes, the original, not the TV show. The TV shows.
No,
just-
the movie.
Yeah, I'm talking about the VCR movie. Is that the original one?
Yes, it's
Okay,
so
yeah.
good. You guys, the music, the soundtrack is so good. It's Bryan Adams and Hans Zimmer. I geek out over the classical music played to that movie. It's so good.
Grace Eaton said somebody on Full House. That's a good answer.
Good one.
That's a good one. I feel like now the stakes are high. I don't even know mine. Like my go-to would be like I love The Office. So I think I would love to experience cringy things like Michael Scott because like I love making people uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Like making making like jokes that are like it's uncomfortable and like anyway, I feel like Michael does that really, really well.
So you
There's
would want to
another-
be Michael, or you would want to be just there to experience it?
Just there to experience it, I think.
I feel like your personality in itself is so much like Jim. Like
Mine?
Yes. Just like the way you hold yourself, like you get things done really, really, really well. Like Jim was a good paper salesman. He did very, very well, but he was also an absolute goober while doing it.
I guess I could see that. Yeah. Okay.
Parts of your sense of humor, I think.
Another
All right, well.
great show was Dirty Jobs. I'd like to be the guy from Dirty Jobs.
I actually loved watching Dirty Jobs. Have you guys seen Dirty Jobs?
I've heard about it. I haven't seen it.
So you've seen Sophia the First. Bubble Guppies, I assume, would be in there.
Yes, I have. I'm sorry.
What's the other one? What's the doctor one? Dr. McStuffins.
Did not watch that one.
Paw Patrol.
Paw
No,
Patrol,
just
Paw
like
Patrol
that
is
one.
it's a pretty famous.
Top tier.
Yeah, Mike Rowe is his name. Mike Rowe. Thanks, Chance.
Mike Rowe.
Mike Rowe.
Mike Rowe.
You know he's from Maryland.
He's from Maryland?
Yeah, he grew up in Maryland.
I had no idea.
Gabby, I'm assuming this is Gabby Sullivan, said probably Supergirl is who she would be, which is great. That show is it's pretty good.
That is a good one, but there's no way I could be Supergirl. I'm not a girl and I'm not super, according to my wife.
Too much pressure on you there, Mr. Truck Driver.
Yeah.
Ada Grace Landry agrees with you. She would also be Sophia the First.
Thank you, Grace. I appreciate that.
See, I grew up a lot.
Solid choice.
Sophia the First. I grew up a lot with little cousins too. So like I also grew up little kid shows. But when you said little kid shows, I was thinking like, oh, Sweet Life is Zack and Cody or something like that. Or like iCarly. I don't know. But then I realized that people now probably don't know what that is.
No.
Isn't that so sad? People
So
didn't
let's-
know with Wizards of Waverly Place.
It looks like Corbin has a good one. Bob the Builder.
Handy Mandy is
Handy
where it's
Mandy.
at.
So good.
The
My
Builder.
boy loved that show.
Corbin Jones, Handy Mandy. That's a good one. And Bob the Builder. Can we fix it?
Yes,
Yes, we can.
I think we can.
And then that
Yeah.
brings you to what? Thomas the Train? I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. I think I can.
Well, no, and the Bob the Builder in the intro, it was like, can we fix it? Yes, we can. And then there'd be that one who's like, I think we can. Ada knows.
Yeah, maybe I'd be that guy. Just
Venture 4. Who's Venture 4? Venture 4 from said,
That's Callie
Stefan-
French.
that's Callie.
Hey, what's up,
She
girl?
said Stephanie from Full House / Fuller House.
Have you guys seen Fuller House? I never
Yeah.
watched it when it came back on.
I didn't.
I do.
My daughter watched it
I like
all.
all
I
that
haven't
stuff.
seen any of it.
She's seen all of them? All seasons?
Yeah,
How many
Yeah.
are there? Like 2?
I think so.
I've seen the first one. I have seen the
Then-
first season.
Yeah, then one of the actresses got in a little trouble.
Oh, Oh.
Oh.
Annika says she loves iCarly.
Yes, we're with you, Annika. Which
Any other shows like that? I was there for Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, Sweet Life on Deck, iCarly. What are the other ones?
Good Luck, Charlie.
I did
was
see
a
that.
good
Yeah, I
one.
did see that one.
So Raven.
I like that.
That's so Raven.
So Raven. So random.
How about Barney?
Barney.
Barney.
Remember
Okay.
Barney?
Oh, Barney.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love you. You love me. I can't remember the rest of it.
Something.
Believe it or not, there are 2 songs from Barney that will randomly pop in my head. And I'm 20 years old and I haven't seen Barney in quite some time. They are Who Took the Cookie from the Cookie Jar? Have you guys heard that one?
Yeah,
That one is popping in my head. And the other one is I Never Let the Water Run. No, which is when they're brushing their teeth and they're talking about never letting the water run.
Never let the water run.
Oh my
How
god.
about what was that? Blues Clues.
Oh,
That little dog.
Oh, I love that one.
Another scandal.
Blues Clues.
we've also got the duckling from Wonder Pets from Deb Marie TV. I'm not sure who that is.
I
But
don't know what that
Wonder
is.
Pets is so good. I still know the entire theme song.
Also, the Backyardigans, good theme song too. Good theme song too. And the remixes of these songs are also really good.
Even better.
So there's this thing called YouTube. If you want to watch any of these shows, I'm sure you could just put it in YouTube and find the old episodes.
It's probably your truck driver. Thank you for that.
That probably is true.
They're
It's not right now. Don't go looking right now, though.
Yeah, no. You want to stay on this page. You
This
want to
is
stay on
more
this
fun.
page. Yeah.
You can
Chance
watch
is actually singing the beginning of Wonder Pets in the chat.
this.
Deb Marie is Deborah Monroe.
Got it.
And Corbin also loves Backyardigans. Corbin, yes.
How could
The
you
Backyardigans
not?
are so
It
good.
was so good. Those kids, they were kids. They were animals, but they were kids. They ventured to like places where they had to like hop onto lava rafts.
Yeah, well,
That's
what
like
about
every
Dora?
So.
Dora
What?
the Explorer.
That's true.
But Dora
What'd you say?
stayed like around her house, I feel like. The Backyardigans went like, I feel like they went to like places where it was snowing and the desert, like in 2 different episodes. Like that was the way to go.
Right.
Backyardigans have been everywhere.
You know, the Backyardigans never left their backyard. That was on their head.
You know,
Well,
Mr. Driver, sometimes it doesn't have to be something that you kill imagination.
Just telling you like it is.
The sentence I just said did not make any sense. I knew what I wanted to come out of my mouth, and instead, something else entirely came out. All right, so it looks like we've got a nice good handful of people with us here today already on the YouTubes. So what's up, guys? We're so happy that you're here with us. I love how into these kid shows you guys are. It's Wow Wow Wubsy. That's another really good one. Okay.
Wow Wubsy? Talk about what?
Way back. Okay. But with us on this fantastic Zoom live stream call, Quaran-Time with Quaran-Teens, the show that has no aim because we are up in flames, which is so much fun. We've got Ada over there. I think she might be in a different place. See,
On
right
my
right
screen, she's
right
up there.
nothing. Right
think
here,
she's right
we've
here.
got Lauren, maybe in another area for Andrew. And then way there down at the bottom, we have our nice, good new friend, Mr. Truck Driver.
Thank you.
He's
I'm not
coming
sure.
to us from a
Truck stop, of course.
truck stop.
Yeah, I had to stop for gas and I got some weird call on my phone. I answered it and here I am.
Oh, like we got a butt dial by accident. Well,
I don't know. I just said hello and you guys started asking me questions. It's kind of fun I don't even know who you are.
Gracie, let's talk offline about updating our Zoom and making sure we don't
probably put a password on it
password.
so nobody
Yeah.
can. Yeah.
So did you guys know, people in the comments, we've actually met Mr. Truck Driver once before. It's kind of weird. He travels all over the place, but we met him once.
We have.
Ada, do you know where we met him?
I do. I remember that. We met you.
Yeah, it was a sweet time. Someone was hungry. I can't remember who it was, but yeah, it was a good old time. I made my world famous peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It was.
I just got like flashbacks to watching you try to give that sandwich to some poor people who were riding with you, and it's rough.
I thought they ate it all, didn't they?
Oh, they ate, maybe not all of it, but they ate it. They did eat it.
Well, if anyone wants my recipe, I'm gonna post it on YouTube later on.
So just in case you didn't see Mr. Truck Driver's first appearance in our lives, it was at this really great weekend retreat called Revive that we had at RVR with Grace Shrewsbury earlier this year. Last year, it was 2019, but like this school year, can never tell if it's like year, season, fall. It was in the fall.
It was before all this social distancing thing.
That is true.
Yeah, it was a great time. I had an amazing time. It was my second high school retreat as a staff member. Gracie, I think it was your first one, right?
It was my first.
Yeah, and Gracie was up there on the stage singing with Grace Shrewsbury. It was just a great time. We got to meet new people. Ada, did you have a great time?
Yeah, it was really fun.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Yeah. All right. Well, I have another question for everybody. And this question may take some thinking, or maybe not, because it's a pretty common question. So if you're a wrestler, this has like many factors you have to think about. If you're a wrestler, right, what would be your theme entrance song? So like, that's like, they're about to introduce you and they're like, ladies and gentlemen.
And then like the John Cena theme song starts playing and you know who walks out before.
Yeah, exactly. And everybody's in the background like, So anyway, what would your entrance song be? It looks like we lost Lauren.
We lost Lauren.
Lauren is gone.
She went
Goodbye, Lauren.
She probably went to go get more pizza before her 5 brothers eat it all. So I kind of don't blame her.
All right, I got my song. There's this cool guy. He kind of reminds me of myself, named Billy Ray Cyrus. And he had a song a long time ago called Achy Breaky Heart. And that was kind of one of my nicknames in high school because I was such a, heartbreaker back then. So Achy Breaky Heart by Billy Ray Cyrus.
That is a very good one.
Ada, do you have one?
No, I love how you were like, this is a very common question. And then you were like, if you were a wrestler. And I was like, I have never heard.
Well, I was thinking more like, what's your favorite song as a common question? But then actually, if you're thinking about your wrestling question, like wrestling intro song, like you would want one
It's
that's
very
like
different.
Yeah.
I don't know. What would yours be? I need to think some more.
Oh,
I have.
Okay, Gracie, what is
Go,
yours?
Gracie.
Okay, so mine would be the Avengers theme song. Like when something big's about to happen and you just hear.
That's a good one.
My computer died.
Okay.
I'm still thinking. Of one.
Try topping that.
Ah,
The Avengers.
My first thought was like,
yeah.
no, not that. Never mind. Hold on. I had a song that I remembered. I can't remember the name of it, so I don't. Eye of the Tiger. Oh my gosh, why did it take me so long?
Ooh,
That
good
one.
one. That's a good one.
That is a very good one. Rocky vibes right there, man. That is good. Mad respect for you, Ada.
Thank you.
And
I was-
Wonderwall. Chances just have a lot of respect for you there, bud. Love you to death, but that's just you could do so much better.
I would want a classical music song as my entrance, and I can't really think of one right now
The river flows in
because
you.
there's what?
River flows in you. Your Ruma. Mambo
No.
5.
Mambo number 5. Yes, classical music Mambo number 5. Nothing like Mambo number 5 for my classical music.
I think it's good. My first thought was, I think that would be good.
Yeah. What would yours be in the comments? Alia A. Oh, Alia A theme song. They're still talking about the shows from before. Hannah Montana. I did watch Hannah Montana. I did
Corbin
watch that.
choose
No, I think that's because my Billy Ray Cyrus's daughter's Hannah Montana.
sounds like Hakuna Matata.
What a wonderful phrase.
Hakuna Matata.
Ain't no word I can phrase.
It's
And the 1 and the 2 and we're all not synced up, so it's like
great.
okay. Gracie and I have a game. Our first game of the night.
We do, it's true.
We do have a game, and we at our leaders meeting we already played this game. But Gracie and I have an item, and everybody in the comments, we want you to play too. And I'm writing down, and I'm keeping note and everything. We want you to play too. We have a game that everybody knows how to play. It's called 20 Questions.
Oh.
Gracie and I have one item. Gracie's gonna go first, and we have one item, and we want you guys to ask 20 questions because you know that's the name of the game. And by the end of the 20 questions, you have to guess what it is. Is everybody ready?
And everybody in the comments, guess at the end too. We won't be able to get your questions right away just because it's like a little bit of a lag. But definitely guess at the end with us.
Yes.
If
Yeah.
somebody gets mine right, I personally will buy you a gift card.
What?
$10 to anywhere you want. I will buy it. I will buy it.
Mine isn't that hard, so I'm not gonna buy it. If you remember at Winter Meltdown, I ended up buying everybody milkshakes because that's how competitive I was.
Yep.
For Gaga Ball. So I'm not going to be giving anybody anything this time. So I learned my lesson. I'm sure Corbin, if he's in the comments, he knows I bought him a milkshake too. And Caleb and other people. I don't remember, but it was about 5 milkshakes. Anyway. All right, questions away. Gracie's got her item.
Is it bigger than my 18-wheeler?
It is most definitely not.
Well, that is already one question.
That really narrows it down.
I need more. Make them good.
Is it something that you would use on a daily basis?
No. But you could.
Okay.
Depends on how serious you are about this thing.
Okay.
Is it furry?
No, it is not furry.
Is it like a book?
It is not like a book.
Is it electric?
Wait. Lauren, don't ask specific questions. You have to ask broad questions. Think broad.
Yes, it's electric. That's a good question.
Oh, she asked if it's electric. Boogie, woogie, woogie, woogie. That is a good one.
You gotta feel it.
What was the answer? Is it
Yeah,
electric?
what was the answer?
No, it's not electric.
Okay.
Do you usually keep it in your room?
I do, but most people would not.
Okay.
Can it fit in your mouth?
Not comfortably, no.
Oh, but it could.
I have a mouth though, so like I might break some teeth trying to get it in there.
Is it found in another room in the house besides your bedroom?
Yes. Primarily, it is found in a different room. It's primarily not found in a bedroom.
Is it round?
It is. It is round.
Ooh.
Oh, I think I know what
From some sides, it is round. Some sides, not all sides.
Okay.
Gabby says, "Is it food?"
It is not food. I wish it was.
Is it a
It'd fit in your
utensil?
mouth if it was food.
A loaf of bread is food, and you can't fit that in your mouth.
You should see my cousin, Joe. He can fit a whole loaf of bread in his mouth.
How about a watermelon?
Now, just his wife. She can fit a watermelon in her mouth.
Good.
Oh no.
Oh my gosh.
Chance says, "You are my dad. You're my dad." Boogie
Boogie,
boogie.
boogie, boogie.
You guys seen that vine? That's one of our favorite vines. Chance and
I have seen that vine. I have seen that vine. Rip to vine.
Yeah, Liam, it is not a basketball. You think I can put a basketball in my mouth?
Breaking teeth.
Is it a utensil?
It is not a utensil.
Does it belong in the kitchen?
Yes.
Okay.
Is it a plate?
No. Don't ask the questions yet. You're not close enough.
How many questions do we have, Andrew?
We have 13, so we have 7 left.
Oh, okay.
Liam is certain that it's a basketball. He's like, it's a basketball.
It is. It's a basketball.
It's a
Does it hold a liquid?
It does.
Oh, hold liquid.
It's somebody asked if it's something I take to school. It is not. It is not something I take to school.
Is it a blender?
Okay.
Gabby, I can't
all right.
put a blender in my
So
mouth.
look, we have 15 questions. Let me read you what we know so far before we use
You have to remember.
what?
That's cheating.
We've recapped in our leader meetings. We recapped how the questions.
Didn't you also?
Yeah, we did.
I think I have an idea what it is, but I'm not going to say it yet.
All right. Well, Gracie doesn't want to recap, so I guess we won't. We have 5 questions left.
Go ahead, recap. I don't think you're gonna get it. Go ahead.
Okay.
I think I might.
Is it bigger than Mr. Truck Driver's 18-wheeler? No. Do you use it on a daily basis? No, but you could. Is it furry? No. Is it a book? No. Is it electric? No. Is it in your room? Yes, but most people don't have it in the room. Can it fit in your mouth? Yes, but only if you break my teeth. Is it in another room? Yes, normally it's in another room. Is it round? Yes. Is it not? Is it food? No. Is it a utensil? No. Is it in the kitchen? Yes. Is it a plate? No. Does it hold liquid? Yes. Do you take it to school? No.
She said it was round in some places.
Oh, round in some places. That's good.
Yeah, she said it's round like near some places, but it could be straight or it could be wavy.
Oh, Deborah says, is it commonly used, like in the American household? Would you find it in the normal American kitchen?
Probably not this one. I feel like this is definitely something a little bit unique to me. I like to think so.
Is it made out of something that's breakable?
Yeah.
That's
I
a
mean,
good bar question.
everything's breakable if you
I
push
mean, if you dropped it on the hard floor right now, would it break?
I did just drop it on the hardwood floor and it didn't break, but it could.
Okay. I don't think it's a basketball. He swears it's a basketball. I don't think it's a basketball.
I don't think it's a basketball.
Basketballs do normally break when you drop them.
When you drop them in your kitchen.
in your kitchen. And I always love putting basketballs in my mouth. All right, we have 3 questions left. 3 questions left.
Gosh.
Sounds like a dead
Shout out to Dave Miller who said that. Not Dave Miller, sorry. I mean Dave Drosky.
Dave Miller is my dad.
That is your dad.
At
Boogie,
our
woogie, woogie.
leader meeting, we played this game, and Dave Drosky was very, very sure that it was a dead cat. It is, in fact, not a dead cat. It was a dog toy. This is not a dog toy.
It was an animal stuffed dog toy.
It-
Controversy.
Is it a tiny cup? That's from Grace. Is it a tiny cup? Good job, Grace. Good job, Grace.
Good job, Grace.
Grace guessed it.
You got it.
It says good friends are like stars. You don't always see them, but you know they're
But
always
they're there.
Yeah. All right, Grace, let me know where you want your gift card to.
Oh.
Wow.
Gracie, did you see the comment and you purposefully didn't acknowledge it?
Acknowledge it? Yes. And then you said it again.
Now, Liam says it's a tiny basketball.
It's abstract. It's abstract. It's a basketball.
You might not think it's a basketball, but in my eyes, I see a basketball.
It holds
All right.
a basketball.
I've got my item. Are we ready? Gracie, can you take notes? Because I don't want to do it.
No.
I did yours.
Taking notes
So
not that serious. If you can't remember, make flashcards.
okay, I will just count how many questions there are because Gracie doesn't want to do the work for you guys.
Oh.
So
Whoa. I will count the questions. I'm not gonna write down every answer you give.
okay, all right, I've got my item. Ask away.
Is it breakable?
Is it breakable?
That's a good
Yes,
question.
and I've broken a couple.
Okay.
Is it round?
Hold up.
It is not round. This is speed 20 questions. Jesus.
Is it something that you keep in the dog?
I do
hope
not put this. No, not.
No. Is it something you keep in the kitchen?
No, I do not keep this in the kitchen.
No, doggy.
You use it on a daily basis.
I used to use it almost on a daily basis. Almost. People normally would not use this on a daily basis, probably.
Is it electric?
Well, unless people that are similar to me, that were doing something similar to me.
Does
Is
it
it a-
have writing on it?
It does have writing. It's not handwriting, but it does have letters on it.
Is it an electronic?
It is not electronic.
Ooh,
It is not electronic.
electronic.
Is it bigger than a phone?
It is
Like
bigger
a-
than a phone.
Okay.
It is bigger than a phone.
Can you write in it?
Can you write like using it, or can you write like on it?
Either one.
You gotta pick one.
Can you write in it? Can you write in it?
On it?
No, inside it.
Oh, can you write in it? No. I mean, no. You couldn't.
Some of you guys in the comments are guessing things that are probably out of the realm of possibility.
It's a piano. It's a guitar. I know. It's a basketball.
Oh my goodness.
I think we need to tell Liam's parents to buy him a basketball for Christmas. I think that's what he's trying to tell us.
Yeah. Thank you, Corbin. It's not an electronic, so it's not a blender, and it's not a basketball because basketballs are electronic now these days. In case you didn't know.
Yeah.
Does it have a little clippy thing on it?
There are no clippy things on it.
Huh. That's an interesting question.
Well, you know, they do say I'm an interesting character. I don't know if that's good or bad, but you know.
It's definitely good, Mr. Truck Driver.
Thank you.
We appreciate your personality.
How many questions have been asked?
9.
Oh, we aren't even close yet.
Uh,
Come on, guys.
Is it something your family uses?
No, they do not use this. Nobody in my family uses this.
I like Venture 4s. Is it a hat?
It is not a hat.
Darn. Sorry, Venture 4.
Guys,
This is a good question. Deborah asked, can you play with it? I use it, yes, to play with it.
Ooh.
I think that's a big one. That's a big one.
Does it have moving parts?
There are no moving parts.
Does it have holes in it?
Does it have holes in it? There is one at the top. But I don't know if many of you know this about me though. So, Gracie said, "Can you take it to school?" Yes, I've taken it to school because I needed it. Is it a what?
Is it an instrument?
It is not an instrument.
Oh, I really thought it was your cello.
No.
Is it a whistle?
It is
It's not an
not a
instrument.
whistle.
Why would you ask that? Lauren!
A whistle has 2 holes.
No. Oh, yeah.
Not a broken one.
That's true.
True.
Okay.
How many questions is that?
We're at 16, you guys.
16.
I'm a
Gabby wants to
grandmother.
know, is it squishy?
It is not squishy.
So it's hard.
Eh.
This isn't going well.
Deborah, I do play the cello.
He's really good at it. At the beginning years of RSM, he actually played on stage in a quartet for Christmas.
Corbin has another good one. Corbin says, does it have anything to do with asthma?
No, I do not have asthma.
Oh, no.
And no, it doesn't have anything to
He
do with
was thinking
asthma.
of an inhaler, I think.
Oh, that is a good one. But the hole is at the bottom, though.
Well, that's all on your opinion. If you're down in Australia, it'd be at the top.
They do things differently down there.
Yeah, it's all upside down there.
Yep. People
That's
hang-
why it's the down under.
Deborah, you play cello?
All right, let's get a quartet going. Let's go.
Deborah, you play cello?
We're gonna make an orchestra. A great student.
Deborah, I'm so hyped right now. Deborah. Okay, let's keep going. How many questions do you have left?
2.
Oh no.
Hey, Liam's getting a little bit more creative. He finally said a basketball with a hole in it.
Let's extend it to 25 questions. I don't think you guys are even close.
We're not anywhere close. All we know is that it has a hole in the top. It's not hard. It's not in your kitchen. You don't use it every day, but you used to. Nobody else uses it. It's not squishy. It's not super large, but it's not super small.
Is it edible?
It is not edible.
It also has writing on it. We know it has writing on it.
It has
Oh.
writing on it.
That could be anything.
And I did play with it.
Is it in the shape of a book?
It is not in the shape of a book.
Is it a toy?
No, it's not a toy. It's not a toy.
This might tell some interesting things about your childhood once we figure out this thing.
It's not a toy, no.
You guys didn't play with alligator heads? Is it technically a piece of furniture?
I did not take a piece of furniture with me to school.
Oh, I forgot you did.
Just me carrying the couch to school.
Can you
I
wear
did
it?
teach.
Can you wear it?
No, you can't wear it. Well, it's not meant to be worn. Like, yeah, you can't wear it.
Is it a pencil case?
It is not a pencil case.
Sorry, I'm just guessing out in the wazoo now because we've only got one question left.
Somebody said Rubin cube. Oh, they meant Rubik's. It is not a Rubik's cube.
It's not a Rubik's
We need broad questions, guys. Broad questions.
I don't know. Is it a candle?
Broad questions, guys. It is not a candle.
broad question. I'm not marking that down. I'm sorry.
Candle, so
So-
like, is it a candle?
She meant to say, can you burn it?
You can burn anything if you try hard enough.
Oh yeah,
That
that's
was a
true.
broad question.
Not that I'm endorsing arsonists or anything.
No, do not burn things.
You do give my dad a job. because he's a firefighter.
But also maybe don't
But
though.
don't burn things.
Let's just.
Burn things.
Gabby, it is not a box. It is not a box.
Is it a traditional school supply?
It is not a school supply.
You take it with you to school.
Is it
I didn't
round?
take. It is not round. I did not take it to school to use at school. I took it to school because sometimes I would have to go somewhere after school.
Is it a key?
It is not a key. It's bigger than an iPhone.
Were you a
The-
math lead? Is it a 24 club pack of cards?
Oh, I love Math 24, but no, it isn't Math 24.
Is
And I
it?
was in the
24.
math club because I'm a nerd.
Does it do? Or is it a sports equipment?
Yes. Now we're getting there.
We're at 28 questions.
Venture 4 just asked what room is it in. That is not a yes or no question, but I will answer that. Right now it's with me, but normally it's in the garage. But when people actually use it, they keep it in the room probably, or in some sports locker that they have in their home.
Is it a lacrosse stick?
It is not. I didn't play lacrosse, but
You played hockey. Is it a hockey?
yes, I did. After 1,500 questions, you finally guessed.
The hockey
The
helmet?
hockey. No, it's a
Hockey
stick. It's a
stick.
hockey stick.
It's a stick.
Then it has a hole at the top.
It does.
Oh, I never knew that about hockey sticks. I thought that they had the same cap that lacrosse sticks did.
Well, no, if it's a wood
I
stick,
think
it
Lauren's standing on her desk.
Lauren, buddy, you okay?
So yes, everybody in the comments, I did used to play hockey, and I used to play it quite often, like a lot. I don't play it so much anymore.
I have a deck of Math 24 cards.
I love Math 24.
Ah.
I love Math 24.
The only
Really?
thing I could
Wow.
ever get quickly was 6, 6, 6, and 6 because I suck at math.
All you need to remember is you would need to get to 12 and 12, 6 and 4, 6, 6, 6, 6, and like 12 and 2, and 12 and 2, 8 and 3,
But
23 and 2, 21 and 3, 20 and 4, 19 and 5.
But sometimes you'd have to add and then divide and then multiply again, and my brain can't handle that.
It's really easy and fun. I love it.
Lauren just called me an idiot.
There were actually, when you got into the big leagues, you actually had Math 24 cards that had two sides. That's where it was at. That's where all the cool kids hung out, at least when I was growing up.
I have two-sided cards.
No, not two-sided cards. On one side, there were two Math 24 cards. And so you would have to like, yeah,
That's
it's a real
so
deal.
impressive. If you can do that, good
That
for you.
sounds-
Hang on to that skill because it's gonna make the rest of life so much easier.
If you want a real challenge, you do Math 24 while driving the 18-wheeler down I-95. That's the real challenge.
No, don't do that.
All right, Gracie, we have our last game. What is it?
Last game. Last.
We should play Math 24.
We're not. We're not playing Math 24. Andrew, would you like to introduce our last game for us?
Is it because you don't know what the last game is? It's two truths and a lie.
Correct. That
Okay,
is
it's our
Correct.
it's,
'Cause you knew
okay. So Gracie, how about I go and I'll let you think about yours.
Huh?
I'm gonna go and I'll let you think about yours.
I have mine.
Oh, you have yours? Okay, then you
Yeah, I
go.
just
Oh,
forgot.
you went first last time. I'll go first this time.
Okay.
Okay. So that's two truths and a lie. Two truths and a lie. You ready? Okay.
Callie also said she loves Math 24.
Callie, you're a
Math
smart.
24 is awesome.
Mine.
Okay, here are the three things. First thing, I've moved 3 times in my life. Second thing, I swam with sharks. Third thing, when I was a kid, I was supposed to give a speech and I cried in front of a lot of people and I ran off the stage. Those are the 3 things. I'll repeat it again. Number 1, I've moved 3 times. Number 2, I've swam with sharks before. Number 3, when I was younger, I had to give a speech in front of a lot of people and I forgot it, and I cried and ran off the stage.
I think I know what it is.
I think I
Okay,
do
don't
too.
don't say it yet. We're gonna go one by one.
I think I know it.
I'll go last. I'll go last.
Okay. Ado, do you have your answer yet?
Yes, I think it's that you moved 3 times.
Okay. What about you, Mr. Truck Driver?
So I think also I'd agree with you moving 3 times.
Okay. What about you, Lauren?
I think it's that you swam with sharks.
Okay. What about you, Gracie?
And I think that you cried when you were about to public speak. I think
Okay,
that's
some people are saying the first one, or Corbin says the third one. Corbin says the first or the third. Could be 1, 2, or 3. That's a good guess. That's a good guess. Liam says he's moved 3 times. Okay, here's the real answer.
Oh,
Here's the real answer. I have swam with sharks. I swam with sharks in the Galapagos Islands.
I'm guessing it was the last one.
And when I was a kid, my sister had a quinceañera, and I had to give a speech in front of about 200 people, and I forgot it, and I started crying, and I ran off the stage. That was when I was about 8 years old. Now I have made it like a super hard point that I like am good at giving speeches. Like that's one thing that that's like one thing that I made sure of. And the lie is that I moved 3 times. I've actually moved 5 times. Yeah. So good job. Yeah. So Gracie, your turn.
all right.
Corbin says I knew it.
I knew it. I said it from the beginning. I knew it.
So mine are way less fun than that. His were way more interesting. So 2 truths and a lie.
Mhm.
Number 1, I have a paper mache fish that I made in 2nd grade, and it's been hanging from my ceiling since. I have 3 essential oil diffusers in my room. Or the 3rd one, I have a bag of OxyClean detergent in my closet. So I'll repeat those one more time. 1, I have a paper mache fish I made in 2nd grade that's been hanging from my ceiling ever since. 2, I have 3 essential oil diffusers in my room. And 3, I have a bag of OxyClean detergent in my closet. Chance, don't respond to any of this because you might know some of these.
I think it's the tape. No.
It's kind of tough. It's a toughie.
Yeah, because none of them have to do with my personality at all. So good luck. Wild guess.
I think it's the diffuser. I don't think you have 3 diffusers in your room.
I think she does. I think it's the laundry detergent one. No. The paper mache.
Okay.
No, I can't decide.
What about you, Mr. Truck Driver?
I'm going to say there's more than 3 diffusers in there. I think she's lying about the diffusers.
How about you, Andrew?
Oh, I feel like you would like have one diffuser and then be like, where'd it go? Let me just take the one from my mom's room. And then be like, oh, where'd it go? Let me just take the one from Chance's room. So that's why I don't want to choose that one. I'm going to go with the OxyClean.
I don't know yet.
All right,
This
Lauren,
isn't life or death. Just choose 1, 2, or 3.
I'll still love you either way.
There's no prize.
I think it is.
All right, you got to choose in 3.
I think it's the paper mache.
Okay.
All right, Ada and Mr. Truck Driver, you were correct. I do not have 3 diffusers in my room.
How many do you have?
1, because I'm a normal human being.
Yes.
I have 2.
But you totally would do the thing that I said.
No, I wouldn't.
No, she
You
wouldn't.
would.
No, that's the type of thing my mom steals from my room.
The diffuser.
Way to steal a diffuser. I do
I actually have 2 in my room.
have a paper mache fish.
I
It's
do remember that.
looking right at it. It's been hanging in my room for literally more than 10 years.
Yeah, I remember when I came to your house, I saw a fish hanging from your ceiling. I didn't know what it was. Just saw something hanging from your ceiling. I didn't
So-
think you had 3.
And I also do have OxyClean in my closet because I have a whole shelf of like random items that I might need one day, even though I live in a home with detergent. You never know. You never know.
All right, we're gonna move on to our second to last thing, and which is our jokes. The jokes that we always do at the end.
Oh, I totally forgot. Okay. No, I mean I have a joke, but I
Okay.
forgot.
Oh, you forgot that this is what we were doing. Okay. So we're gonna share some jokes. Don't laugh. In the comments, if you laugh, you gotta say if you laugh. I think some of them, the ones from last episode were really, really good.
They
Okay.
were. I remember
Were
the
really
toaster.
good. The toaster one. was
Callie
so
and I
good.
were dying after that.
That was such a good one. Okay, we're gonna do our jokes. Ada, do you want to go first?
Yeah, I do. I do. Also, just a warning, I am really bad at not laughing. Like
Okay.
really, really bad. So okay.
Okay.
What did the buffalo say when he sent his son to college?
This is my favorite joke ever, and every time I tell it, somebody laughs. No,
What's it? Repeat it again.
nobody laughs. Only I laugh.
What did the buffalo say when he sent his son to college? Bison.
Finally, Ada, that makes me love you so much. Thank you. People don't get the hilarity of that joke.
It's a good
No,
one.
I do. I just don't want to laugh.
Play on words. Yeah, I'm not losing this one.
Yeah, I
I'm
don't
not
want to
losing
lose.
this one. All right, Lauren, what do you got?
Thanks, Corbin.
Okay, wait. Why do they say amen at the end of a prayer instead of a woman? The same reason they say hymns instead of hers. They sing hymns instead of hers.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
You okay, Ada?
I'm doing fine.
Oh, there it is.
I just watched you go.
It really doesn't take that much. Okay.
All right, Mr. Truck Driver, you're up.
All right, I got 2 jokes. I got a short one and a long one. Which one would you like?
Short one.
Mm,
Have both.
yeah, I kind of want
I-
both.
You
I
want
have
both?
another
All
one.
right, I'll start with the short one. Why are truck drivers always in accidents? Because they are semi-drivers.
Sorry.
Get it? Semi?
Oh my
Like
goodness.
half good? All right.
The get it got me more than the get it.
All right. Here's this one's a good one too. Hopefully you understand it. We'll see. So a doctor and a truck driver are both in love with a very beautiful woman named Sarah. And the competition is very fierce. Right as the truck driver is starting to get good with her, that's like being nice with her and stuff, his company sends him on a week-long job. But before he leaves, he brings Sarah 7 apples. She says, "It's perfect. 7 is my favorite number. Apples are my favorite fruit. How did you know?" Being an honest man, he replies, "I didn't." She said, "Why would you give them to me then?" She was all confused. And he said, "Because an apple a day keeps the doctor away." Get it?
No. I don't get it. I think Gracie's lost the challenge already.
That's my favorite one.
I don't really get it.
Because it's a doctor and a truck driver trying to get a woman.
Keeps the doctor.
And the truck driver has to leave for a week. So he gives her apples.
Oh.
Because an apple a day keeps the doctor away.
Oh,
Like it's repellent.
not that funny.
Yeah, I think that's fun.
All right,
Obviously.
Gracie, what do you got?
Okay. I've got also two. They're both bad.
I have another one.
Okay. So I'm doing the less bad one first, and then the one that I think is worse, which is better, next. Okay. How does a penguin build its house? Anybody know? Anybody know how a penguin
I know.
builds its house? You know?
Mm-hmm.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
It glues it together. Like an igloo? It glues it. Oh. Okay.
Move on to the next joke.
Which knight invented King Arthur's round table?
I know this one.
Huh? Which knight invented it? Which one? Circumference. Round table. Circumference. Circumference.
Got a funny one.
Is that a math joke?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know why those made me laugh really hard. I think I'm a little bit tired. Sorry. Andrew, go.
Okay. 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 I've got a couple. I'm gonna say a couple and see if any of these get you. You ready? All right, I'm just gonna go one after the other.
I have one more.
Okay. If a child refuses to sleep during nap time, are they guilty of resisting arrest? I'm reading a book about anti-gravity. It's impossible to put down. What do you call somebody with no body or no nose? Nobody knows. My daughter screeched, "Dad, you haven't listened to one word I've said, have you?" I was thinking, what a weird way to start a conversation. Yep.
Don't laugh, Gracie. Don't laugh.
I already laughed, man.
Apple pie is $2.50 in Jamaica. And blueberry pie is $3 in the Bahamas. Those are the pie rates of the Caribbean. You gotta admit that was a good one.
That was a good movie.
This is
I brought out the big guns this week. I brought out the big guns.
I wrote in high school, I wrote a whole essay on how laughter is like the best medicine. And I failed it because every joke I put in the essay to prove that laughter makes people feel better, I laughed so hard that I couldn't keep talking. So that's why this is hard for me.
The Pirates one was a good one.
It was a good one.
That was a good one. Thank you. Credit where credit is
It
due.
was a good one.
Okay, so we're transitioning to the last thing, which
Wait,
we
I
do
gotta
every
say my
night.
other joke.
What?
I gotta say my other joke.
Okay, let's hear it.
Okay, a married couple was arguing who is gonna make the coffee. The wife said, in the Bible, it says the men should make the coffee. And the husband asked, where it says that? The wife opened the Bible and said, right here, Hebrews.
That was good. That was a good one. That was really good. Okay. Then now we're going to the last thing that we do, which is something that we end with every single night, which is I'm going to give you just a couple of seconds to think of a response to this question or to this scenario. Well, not really a scenario because we're living it, but we have so many students that are now in their 6th week or so starting school, just doing school, and are like, they have to navigate new assignments, doing everything online, talking with their friends online, trying to do some assignments, getting help, communicating with their teachers online. And also, this is the first time that many teachers have had to reorganize themselves to be completely online. So I want to give you guys a couple of seconds to just think of one thing that you guys would like to say to students in the world as they are trying to navigate these new things and basically transition to school online, which they've had plenty of time to do, but an encouragement that you have. And then one thing that you would like to say to all the teachers out there that are doing a lot of hard work in order to get through the material that their students need. All right. Okay.
So I'll jump in first just because I got the student brain because I'm in school, and I've also kind of got the teacher brain just because a lot of the people that I am surrounding myself with are adults who are teachers. So I've heard some of their struggles and stresses and things. So students, I would just say, hang in there. You got a little bit more than a month left. You've made it so far. And all the things that you guys feel like you're missing, you've got plenty of time to make it up. It might not be exactly the way it would have this exact time now, but God's got a plan for all of this. And he's got a plan even for the minuscule, somewhat stupid things you guys think that you're doing online that have no purpose. It's something good is going to come out of it. And to the teachers, hang in there. You guys are giving the very best to your students and to your kids. And just thank you for all that you're doing for trying to make this as easy and beneficial as possible, even at a time where it's really difficult to make school accessible. So we love you so much, all of our teachers. And also teachers, let your kids know that that it's difficult for them too, because I think that that's important to know that this is unprecedented and weird for everybody, but it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's all how you look at it. Stay positive. You guys got this.
All right, I can go. Gracie, first of all, just echoing everything that Gracie said, that was really good. I think to students, I would just say as encouragement, like we're all in this together. Everybody's trying to navigate these online things and meeting with your teachers over a computer and not having other students keep you motivated. And just be encouraged that nobody's going through this alone, and that if you ever need somebody, like, to reach out, it's not like you're the only one in this. Yeah, and just to hang in there and keep going, because we're going to get through this and it's not going to last forever, and God's got a plan for it. And then to teachers, I would just say again, thank you so much for all that you're doing to get this all working. I think as much as it can be annoying with all the assignments that just like sometimes don't seem like they're worth it, or it's just annoying to get everybody connected to a meeting or anything, we know you're still working really hard to get everything working the best you can for us, and you're trying to work with us with all of the crazy things that are happening. And we just really appreciate that and all that you're putting together and doing for us as students.
Thanks, Ada.
Yeah.
I'll go next. The first thing, there's a great scripture. It's Proverbs 3:5-6. Says, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding, but in your ways submit to him and he will make your path straight. And that's been a scripture I've lived by for a long time. And anytime I start to just get overwhelmed, I just really put my trust in God that he knows the way, and his ways are way better than mine. So this is a great time to really live that and really meditate on it, really think about it. So this is no accident. This is part of God's plan. we might not have an understanding of it, but he is doing great things, and there are great things happening currently in the world, even though most of us are sitting at home. And then I would say to teachers, or actually, I am a teacher, so I'm going to reverse it and say to students, remember that your teachers are fathers, mothers, husbands, wives, that it's not just a teacher by themselves, usually at home. And some of those teachers also have students. And so not only are they juggling being a teacher at home, but they're also juggling being a parent and being a wife or spouse, and that sometimes that can be forgotten. And so just be patient with them. They are trying their best. But the great news is there is an ending to school. I don't know how long we're going to be sitting at home, but 7 weeks from now, school ends. So there is an end. So just remember that.
Thanks, Gregory.
Thank you, Gregory. Yeah.
How about you, Lauren?
I just say for the students, since I am one, that everything we're doing is kind of worth something, and that God has a plan for it. He has a plan for everything right now, and we just gotta trust him and continue on going. And for the teachers, I thank them because they're doing like a great job. I tried getting on with one of my teachers today because she was trying to help me with other stuff, and she was trying and kept trying, but I couldn't get on. It wasn't working. So yeah, thanks to the teachers. They're making it possible to continue doing schoolwork and stuff.
Thanks, Lauren. How
Thank
about
you,
you,
Lauren. So what I would say to all the students, like Gracie, I'm also in college, that this has actually been a great time to not only get a lot of schoolwork done and be focused, but be in my Bible. And just being in my Bible also presents a lot of new information and cool ideas that I've been able to focus on now more than ever. It's been a great opportunity to just meditate on the fact that God truly loves me and truly loves so many of our students. So I would say to you, know that, believe it. And if you may have a hard time believing it, read in God's word and you will find a million different reasons why God has so much love for you. And I would say that another great representation is by doing your schoolwork, hanging in there, that also shows respect not only to yourself for the future, but also to your teachers. I know they also know that you're going through a tough time, but just like Gregory said, they have kids at home, they may be wives, husbands, whatever it may be. I just also show them some grace and also show them some love too. And to teachers, I am very, very grateful. And I actually pray for a lot of my professors that they're safe and that they just feel well and like they can continue doing the work that they're doing. Because if you think about it, teachers were leaning on the fact that they were going to be able to see you almost every day. And now they have to navigate how they're not going to be able to do that. And they're working their hardest to be able to do something like that. So thank you to you. And I just want you to know that some students like us are very, very grateful for all the hard work that you do. So make sure you know that, Gregory.
Thank you.
Yeah. So that's all we have for tonight. Thank you to our special guests, Ada, Lauren, and Mr. Truck Driver, who is, yes, Gregory, but it's Mr. Truck Driver for tonight. Thank you so much to everybody. Thank you guys for watching. If you liked this video, why don't you hit that like button? And if you loved it, why don't you subscribe? We're signing off. Goodbye, everybody. We miss you.
See you on Sunday.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Oh, guys, that was awesome.